Hi guys, this is my tutorial for Door of Grunty skip in Banjo Kazooie. I'm going to show you the way that I practice it as well, just for quick retries so I don't have to spend 3 minutes walking there. The way that I practice it is I use an action replay code that basically just spawns you inside that room. It kind of saves, like, saving, quitting, walking back there to retry. If you don't have an action replay, just do the same thing. You just have to save and quit once you get behind the door and then walk back to the Door of Grunty to try it again. This just saves that middle bit. I'll put the code in the description as well. Another thing I recommend is having 810 notes on your FFM file, so whenever you want to practice it, you can just go straight into your FFM file and do that. So anyway, I actually have the code bound to D up, so I'm going to hold D up and press start here, and straight out of the demo, I'm right in the room. That's the only code I've got on here, and that's all it does, just for quick retries. So I'm actually playing in the demo file at the moment. It has all the moves, 25 Mumbo tokens, all that, but that's beside the point. So I'm going to assume you know basically what Door of Grunty skip is. So I'll just try and show one to start off with. Alright, so that's the Door of Grunty skip. If you decide to use this code for practice, if you're lucky enough to have an action replay, you just jump straight in Dingpot and hold D up, and you'll go straight back when you go through the roof there. So that's just my method to practice it. You can save and quit and then walk back here. So a lot of people use a trot count, and I'm one of them. So what Kazooie makes trot noises when she's walking. And you want to count the amount of trots before you clip through. So when you're setting up your camera for this trick, you want to basically, when you're walking through the 810 doors, zoom your camera out about here is what I do, and then just jump right up into this corner. Then what you want to do is rotate your camera back around, and there's like a dark dot in the middle of that pole. In my 80% tutorial I pointed out a bit more better. But anyway, you want to have your camera in this position so the dark dot of the pole is lined up with the photo frame. And then my method is to do 6 trots. A lot of people do 5, but I find that 6 is better. What you don't want to do is do a bunch of 5 trots, then try a 6 full out of bounds and think that it's an awful strat when you've only tried it once. It is more risky. You might fall out of bounds more often, but it's definitely worth it. So yeah, I do 6 trots, and I'd recommend you do the same thing too. Just try and do 6 trots every time if you're using the strat. So what you want to do is hold basically in the right direction. It's almost a bit right forward, but it's pretty much dead on right into these stairs. You wait for 6 trots, then on the 6th trot, you want to try and aim for the 6th trot to do this. It ends up being a little bit after, but if you aim for the 6th trot, you'll get good timing for this. So try and aim for the 6th trot. What you want to do is jump straight away and then kind of hold forward. When I do Door of Grunty skips, I tend to jump out from that path a lot more than other people do, and then I always pack back in. Even if I'm probably already over the path and in bounds, I still peck just to make sure. So I always pack back in. So just to recap, you want to hold right to walk into the stairs. Once you've done 6 trots, you want to kind of hold forward right-ish. You want to be jumping kind of not into the door. Don't jump into the door, otherwise you'll go in bounds. You want to be jumping sort of... I'd try and jump somewhere in this green area. I have a bit of a habit of going too far right, but going too far left is also bad. Going too far left, you might even get the jump, but you'll just be back in bounds on the wrong side of the door. So anyway, 6 trots, jump kind of forward and out a bit, then pull back to the left and peck to try and get in bounds. That's my strategy, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I'm pretty happy with my consistency at this trip. So I'm just going to try and do a few. just to show it off. If you fall over the stairs, it's no biggie, just jump back in. The other good thing about doing 6 trots is I'm usually holding right, so if I do get an earlier clip, I just fall through the other side of the stairs. I don't actually fall out of bounds. So you have more risk of clipping through earlier than you expect, but most of the time I don't fall out of bounds anyway. So yeah. It's not going to work every time. You can expect to lose a few minutes to this when you start running. Like, more than a few minutes at worst. There's one. So again, the good thing about using this code is I can just go and retry. The other good thing about using this code is if I wanted to right now, I could just not hold D up and I'd go straight to Grunty. Using the demo file, I'd have all the moves and everything. So I also use this method to practice Grunty. There's another one. So, yeah, you definitely want to avoid jumping too far left. You can tell if you're jumping too far left because you'll sort of be jumping at the door. I'll show you the jump path that happens if you go too far left. So you'd be doing your trots and then you jump out like that. You want to avoid that. So you'll see I jump and go a bit like that. That's probably still too far left. I jump, and if I'm going like that, it's good. Probably aim, like if you're jumping out and getting around this area, that's probably a good angle. But just be wary, if you're doing your jump and then coming out and you're still on this side of the door, you are jumping too far to the left. If you're getting the clip, you jump and then you kind of come out of these stairs and then fall down here, you're probably jumping too far to the right. And obviously if you fall out of bounds, then you're not jumping early enough. Like that. So you can get 5 clips, you can get 4 clips, you can get 2 clips. I've seen 2 clips before, but yeah, I find 6 clip is really good. I've tried 5 clip and I don't really like that strategy, but if it works for you, then go for it. I mean, the way that I hold the controller could be different, so your 5 clips could be more consistent for you. But yeah, my strategy is just do 6 clips, and I thought I'd make a video about this and show it, as it seems to be quite infamous and scary to a lot of people. So more information on it always helps, I think. Again, you can see I went a little bit early there. That's because I aimed to do it on 6. The actual best time to do it is a tiny bit after 6, but again, if you aim to do it on 6, you get that timing really good. If you haven't seen my tutorial for any percent, I'd really recommend you watch it. I think that links to this video, so I'll make this link to that video too. So I'll just get one more and that'll be it for this. Alright, there we go. So you can see it's pretty consistent doing 6. Just keep in mind, if you're practicing this on console without an action replay or anything in, then you won't be able to get through this door. You do have to save and quit. Alright, so thanks for watching this, and hopefully it can get a bit more consistent for you if you're having trouble with it. Leave a comment if you're still having trouble with it, and I'll see if I can help to answer any questions. So thanks for watching.